everybody, this is Chris from Stylharmony. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make some original phone case decorations and a few things different that I've seen so far. I mean, there are tons and tons of great ideas and I wanted to do something a little different. So for the first example I'm going to show you, it's going to be very simple. This is my own phone case and it's really it's done, it's over, it's dead, it's falling apart everywhere, so I decided that I would change it, but I didn't find anything I wanted. So what I decided is that go for something that was transparent, so it was more versatile and I could do more with it. So the first and easiest way to customize your own phone case is just to print out a photograph or a picture or an image of something you like. So the first example here is that piece of paper, these flowers. I thought they were really nice. I had them on my desktop for a while. I just printed out and there you have it. I mean, it's really looked nice. It really looks nice, and it's made in seconds or in minutes if you prefer. Really easy to do. So what you can do here is just, I'm going to take this one off and you'll see it's very easy, and it's maybe a little bit more complicated on this one because I don't want to center my my bird here, my parrot, because I don't want to chop his head off since there's a hole that's supposed to be here. So I'm really, and that's a good thing it's translucent or transparent because I can see where I need to cut. So I'm just going to draw the outside here, and I don't think I'm going to bother for the length too much, just a little tiny bit, and because it's a pencil I'll be able to erase everything, and I'm just going to cut this. So very easy until now. I will probably have to go inside my lines a little bit. I know that you can't really see them, and I'm not perfect at cutting. I usually use my my cutting tool here. I have a Stampin' Up. You can have whatever brand. If you have a good brand to recommend, I'm always looking for good brands because I have some issues with this one, but it's maybe just me. So now that this is done, I'm going to see if it fits right in, and it looks okay. I need to trim it a little bit here. Yeah, I need to trim it a little bit, but I'm going to trim the bottom of it. And I'm not sure this is quite straight, so I'm just going to trim a little bit of the bottom, put it back in because it's going to be a bit easier for me to do it. And on my phone, let me see, did I put it right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, and now what I need to do, and I think it really looks nice, is just trace out these two holes here. Take my phone case out again and just cut. So let me zoom a little bit here. I hope you'll be able to see it. I'm not sure because there's a lot of glare. It's really shiny. It's the dry period right now, so there's a lot of sun, no rain. We've been waiting for it for quite a time now. I'm not doing this, it's a bit sloppy, but you'll take your time to do this. I don't want to make the video too long because I've got plenty more ideas. I would like to show you probably 3 or 4 ideas, I don't know yet. And cutting with an X-Acto knife, I think it's easier than with scissors. That's just up to you, what you feel more comfortable with. Young people, please ask an adult to do this. Don't use an X-Acto knife yourself. Let me put it back. And if it's a bit too big, I'll trim the excess off. But I think it's going to be just fine. Yeah, and I'm good to go. And now I really have something nice looking, just like this one, completely different. But at least it's personalized. Nobody's going to have the same as mine. And this is what I'm really looking for. So this is my first idea, and I'm going to show you my second now. Okay, so for my second example, I would like to show you what I have here. And I'm just using things that I have in my stash. I didn't buy anything. I'm sure it's about the same for you. If you're a crafter, you must have a lot of things in your stash, and it's probably the moment to use them up. So I had all these fake flowers. Actually, it's made out of fabric, and I had quite a lot with the mixed colors in pink, reds, not reds, but hot pink, lighter pink. Here I have just few, and I wanted to use them. I was not really sure how, and I thought about my phone case. So it's going to be probably unusual. It's going to be big, but I've seen probably bigger on the internet, and I have decided to put some of these flowers together, and with two petals I just came out with these, and I'm going to show you how I did this. Very, very simple, just using some hot glue. So I took few petals here. So for example, this, and I hope you will be able to see the right colors. It's purple. I have got a purple and a hot pink. Sometimes the colors change on the videos. So a little bit of purple and one on top that is going to be pink, and I offset the petals because I think it's nicer. And I'm going to do this for a lot of petals. I don't know yet how many I'll need, but it's just an example. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing but on the opposite side, which means here, for example, I'm going to put my hot pink under and my purple on top. There you have it. The same thing with the white. And I'm going to have to change my glue stick. And there you have it. First I thought I was going to use some paper flowers, but then I thought, I don't think it's a great idea because in my bag it's going to get probably a bit dirty after a while. You don't always have all day long your hands really clean, and also the paper is going to rip apart. It's going to be too fragile. So I decided I was going for fabric flowers, and also because they're very soft and it's going to be very nice to work with as well. So let me just grab my glue stick. So once I've got all my flowers done, and I've got already a few done here, I decided that I would put them here kind of random around my telephone, and you just decide how much you want. It was not that complicated. It's too much white on top. Let me put this one here, and I probably want a total purple maybe there. Let me see, something like that. And I want them to overlap, but you must be careful here. There's your camera. I don't take often pictures with my camera because I'm a picture lover, and I usually use a real, what I call a real camera for this, but it's just my personal preference. Let me see. No, pink. Yeah, I think I like it this way. Okay, so now that I'm about sure how things are gonna look like, now I'm going to decide. I'm just going to glue them on. So I'm just going to use some hot glue. And I'm going to put this one a little bit on the side here, so I know it shouldn't be on the camera. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. Don't worry about the glue strings. We'll be able to manage that later on. And I'm going to keep on going. It's not going to be too long, don't worry. It's really, really fast to do, actually. And be careful of the flash as well. I'm not sure what this hole is. Probably maybe the microphone or the speakers. I'm not sure. And it's going a little bit off my phone case, but I don't really mind. I wanted something a little fluffy and different. So as you can see, I've got some gaps here that I don't really like. So what you can do here is take a flower, and I'm maybe going to take this one, and I'm just going to cut some petals off. Trying to make it look nice. And I'm going to insert some of these petals here. So it's going to fill up my gaps without using a whole flower. There you go. Let me see. This one maybe here. Yes. Kind of like it. Again, not hiding my microphone. Oop, and this flower is going away. There you go. And a little bit more here, so I'm going to change color, and I might use this one here. Yes, so, and I'm going to cut it in half too, because it's going to be way too big. So I'm going to cut it. Let me see. Probably cut it a little bit more. And something like this. Don't want to, yeah, I think I'm going to put it there. And if you're not happy with this, because it's hot glue and you're stick it on a piece of non-porous surface, it's not going to stick that much. You will always be able to take it apart if you don't like it, or you want to change it. Because as you know, hot glue on porous surfaces is not the best way to stick if you want something to be totally permanent. And I'm going to fill up this gap as well. It's just because it's translucent and my background is black and I don't want to see too much of this black, so I'm just filling the blanks a little bit. There you go. And a little tiny more here. I need more purple. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Let me go in there. Okay. Oops. As I was saying, normally it's supposed to stick much better. I've done it before, and just before doing this video I wanted to make sure it was going to hang on there right, and it did. Okay, I think it's going to be enough. Maybe one more little piece here. So I'm going to take this purple again, and maybe a little bit of pink. I'm going to stick these two together, and yes, the purple on top, because I've already got pink. There you go. So easy and fast. And I'm using up my stash, which is something that I like. I tend to stock up and save for later because it will be useful one day. I'm going to use it. Well, this day has come. There you go. And now, because all my flowers don't have any center, I am going to put a little pearl in here. Because it was already very big, I didn't want to put too much in there. But if you want to put some sparkly gems or rhinestones, just decorate this the way you want. Use your colors. I like flowers, and I think that especially maybe for you who are, oh, it's not sticking. Let me use another one here. Okie dokie. Yep, that one should go. And I think I need one more there because I can see that there's one missing. And let me see. Just in case I might see it. I don't know why they don't want to stick. I think this one's going to be good. Yep. And the last one here on the top. There you go. And it's completely personalized, finished. It's still very easy to have in hand. I might put a little more here, but I just kind of like, or maybe here as well. But you get the gist here. It's just something very personalized, and it's gonna hold on to my phone case enough. And if there's one petal going dirty, I can always change it, or if I'm just done with this decoration, I can also change it, because these phone cases cost about $2 or so, so you can change them as much as you want for maybe any kind of occasion as well. So this is one idea. Of course, choose your colors. and use up what you have in your stash as well. So I'll be back in just a second to show you another idea that I have as well with other flowers. You'll see. For this snack project, I have other kinds of flowers, and I've got different colors: orange, purple, blues, and greens. And I think I'm going to go for orange. I want something bright. So these flowers come like this with the plastic stem, and you can see that it's quite thick. It's really in 3D, and I don't want this on my phone. It's going to be really annoying. So I'm going to take this part away. I'm just going to take apart my flowers here. I've got 2 sets of petals. And don't worry about this black stuff. It's just what's on here that's going away a little bit. My flowers here are so old. I think it's a really good thing that I'm taking care of her right now. So I'm left with 2 petals, because what I don't like with them, the original way they're made, is that the petals really overlap each other, and that's what I don't want. I want them to be offset because I think it looks nicer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my hot glue again. I'm going to put some hot glue here. I am going to offset my second layer. Done. And this, I already took this big piece apart. Can you see it? This 3D, and I'm just going to glue this back on, just because the center of this flower looks real and I really like it. Looks like a bit like a sunflower, except maybe for the colors. So I've already done this to all the flowers I needed, and this is how it's going to look like. So same manner that I've done just before, I am going to overlap on my flowers. I'm not going to do it because I think you understood the way. And I've cut these 2 flowers like this to leave a space here for my camera and my flash. So that's just the way I'm going to put it, and I think it really looks nice. It's really summery. I know it's winter right now, so it might bring a little bit of heat in your heart. I like this color, and I'm probably going to do one in this color. And I also love this green color. I think it's so bright. I don't wear this kind of green, but I just like the color, and yeah, something like that. But they also have the same stems behind, so I'm gonna have to take them apart, but I really like the colors. It could be also all in purple. I'm gonna put them just next to it, just to show you all the possibilities you can have. I've got only 4 here, and also the blues. I'm going to put the blues here. There you have it. So depending on what you have, your favorite colors, maybe you want to dress up and you want something to be coordinate, your telephone to be coordinate with your dress, well, there you have it. Just fun flowers, few little things to do, and it costs pennies. So now I'm going to show you my last one, and that's going to be a very bling and colorful as well. I hope you will like it. If you don't, of course, you can change it to whatever you like. I'm just giving you ideas, and then you just adapt it to your own taste. So let's go. I'm going to get what I need, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, and now last but not least, are you ready for Blings? Ta-da! Here we are. So I had a bunch, but I mean I've got 4 or 5 like this that were given to me. They're supposed to be buttons. They're flat backs. They're rhinestones with 2 holes. Let me see if I can show you better. You've got 2 holes here, so you can use them as buttons. But I call these kind of rhinestones. I've got different shape, different colors, and I decided, because I had so much, that I was going to use them. And I said, hey, why not? When you go out for a party, that can be just fun. I mean, nobody's gonna have the same for sure. I don't know if you like it. Please tell me what you think. I just find it really funny, and it's kind of getting addictive to do and decorate these phone cases, because each of them are so different and have their own personality that I really enjoy this. So again, I'm doing this on a transparent background. If you want to do this on something different, you could do it with a white background. Your phone case could be white or black. That would be just fine. It doesn't have to be translucent for this example. And you just need to, well, right now they're not glued yet. It took me a little while to put these together, see how it was going to work. And I might fill the gaps or not. I just I think I like it this way. So now the solution I have is either glue them down. You might want to use something really strong in here. I would maybe use a E6000 or something like that. Maybe not crazy glue because it might eat your plastic underneath. I'm not sure. Hot glue could work, but because it's a non-porous surface, it may go off very quickly. You might lose some of your rhinestones very quickly because hot glue is not made for non-porous surfaces. So just be aware of that. Or if you have a little bit of resin or Mod Podge, few coats on top of everything, is going to make it even more shiny, and it's going to protect and make the whole thing stay together. One other thing about this project here, so you see nothing is glued, is that I would not go off the sides here. With the flowers, it was not really important because it was so fluffy and soft, it didn't matter. But if you go off the sides here, you might grab something in your bag or something and make everything fall apart. So make sure all your rhinestones stay inside here and don't go off the sides. That's really my recommendation I would have for this one. And last tip, I didn't have a lot of red color in here. So one thing you can do, if you have Sharpies or any kind of alcoholic markers, use something that is kind of close. You could use also maybe a blank one if you have, like the one I have here with no colors. It's going to work just the same way. So let me zoom in a little bit. And I made some of my red. I think I should have done a little bit more. I think it's focusing. Yep. Let me do this. So what you can do is just go on top of your pink, for example, and just color it with, here my red as an example. I think I've said example twice in 2 seconds, my goodness. Or do one on the blank, it's going to be exactly the same. Let it dry for maybe just a minute, not more, doesn't need more. Just test it. You just put your fingers on it and it's going to be fine. And don't forget the sides either. And it's going to work for any color. And now I've got two beautiful red and shiny. It's still shiny. That's what I like about this trick. It's still very shiny. Look at that. Can you see it? I hope you'll be able to see it. It's shiny even though it's just markers. And it's going to dry in seconds. Really. I can do the same here with the blue if I want this kind of blue and you have no more. Just go over it with alcoholic markers. Only alcoholic markers because that's going to stay on there. It's made for non-porous surfaces. If you use just watercolor markers or things like that, it's not going to stay. And I'm doing the exact same thing here. And there you go. I had a light blue, something like that I think in the beginning, and now I have this color. So yes, this is good to color things. If you don't have the right color, go ahead and paint with this, color with this. Just leave it to dry and then you're good to go. You can use them like if they were normal. So that's it. I think I'm going to glue this one with a little bit of E6000 or maybe a little bit of resin to make everything really hold well together. And I can't wait for my next party outside and show this to my friends. I'm sure they're going to want to do the same thing. I gave courses as well, and I'm sure they're going to love that. So yes, please tell me in the comments below which one of these ideas you like the most. What would you use if you have other ideas? If you have any kind of requests that I can do as well as a craft, just tell me. I will always come back to you and answer you. So thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, please give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell button to get all the notifications. And share. Sharing is caring. Thank you very much, my friends, and see you soon. Bye-bye.